All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Manny B Investing in BI, and we've got yet another Indigo video for you. I need to make some moves, and I figured let's take a look at the account since we've been accumulating iUSD and putting into the stability pool and collecting rewards. So let's take a look at what those rewards are looking like, what the stability pool account's looking like today. Pool balance has the total iUSD in the pool, our staked balance. So we have 1,064 iUSD. We have 63 ADA rewards now. Something happened, something changed. What are we looking at as far as Indie rewards right now? We've got 11 Indie tokens, and our net rewards are going to be 61 after fees. And then of course we have a fee for claiming the Indie. Yeah, so let's look at some stuff here. How the heck did we lose money in our staked iUSD, but we gained ADA and Indie, of course? So there's some documentation. Let's take a look. So I like to read stuff, right? But it makes more sense when it happens to you, and then you can kind of go back and reference and look at why it happened. Granted, that's not how you want to go about life. You don't want the bad thing to happen and then learn about it afterwards. But for educational purposes, it works. It works for what we're trying to do. Let's see if I need to adjust my lights up. Yeah, let's do that. Too bright? Oh, looks good. All right. So let's take a look here. Stability pool and liquidations. What are stability pools? The overview. A stability pool helps maintain iAsset solvency by acting as the source of liquidity to repay debt from liquidated CDPs. CDPs are collateral debt positions, so it's people gambling. Thus, intending all minted iAsset supply to remain over-collateralized. So it's basically a security measure. We're a security measure. We're providing liquidity to the security measure. Every supported iAsset has its own stability pool. iBTC stability pool, iETH stability pool, and iUSD stability pool, and is comprised of iAssets deposited by users, aka stability pool stakers. That is myself. Let's blow this up a little bit so you can see it maybe a little bit better. As CDPs become under-collateralized, they are eligible to be liquidated. When a liquidation occurs, iAssets deposited in their corresponding stability pool are burned to repay the CDP's debt, meaning that stability pool stakers lose a pro rata share of their iAsset deposits while gaining a pro rata share of the liquidated CDP's collateral. How do I deposit iAssets in stability pools? Well, assuming that you already own iAssets, either via opening a CDP or through the purchase on the open market. That's what we do. We make our purchases on the open market because I don't want to participate in CDPs. It's just really, it's really risky, and I just don't like the high risk. But I do like the little risk or the smaller risk of being a stability pool staker. Let's see. Where do we leave off? In addition to receiving a pro rata, assuming that you already own assets, you purchased you simply need to deposit your iAsset into the corresponding stability pool. In addition to receiving a pro rata share of a liquidated CDP's collateral, stability pool stakers earn rewards in the form of Indie tokens. Why did my iAsset balance in the stability pool shrink? So that's what we're looking at, because we had about 1,098, something like that. And it looks like we have a lot less than that. So let's take a look and see why. A lower iAsset balance indicates that liquidations occurred and that a portion of your iAsset deposit was burned. In exchange, you will have received a pro rata share of the liquidated CDP's collateral. Is there any fees associated with stability pools? Yes. There are 3 fees associated with the stability pool. There's a 5 ADA fee when depositing iAssets into the stability pool for the first time. So you pay 5 ADA to open the account. This fee will be redistributed to all stability pool providers. So when you get in, you pay, and when other people come in behind you, they pay. And that gets just gets dispersed to the stability pool stakers. So that is just an unavoidable thing. I'm sure it can be voted on to change up or down. I don't really see any reason to do so right now. Personally, it's not that much. Now, when prices ramp up and it's a full bull market again, maybe we can talk about changing some of these fees. There is a 1 ADA fee for depositing, withdrawing, or claiming rewards. This fee will be redistributed to all stability pool stakers. There is a 2% fee taken from the total amount of ADA rewards a user is owed, which corresponds to the collateral seized from liquidated CDPs. This fee will be redistributed to indie stakers and is a protocol parameter, meaning it can be modified by the DAO. Okay, so it looks like this is able to be modified by the DAO. This stuff might not be able to, given, taking context from this statement. So maybe I'll get clarity on that. I don't know. It might just be off limits. That might just be predetermined by the team, the builders, and that's just what it is, and not a parameter that the DAO can change. What are liquidations? The good stuff. Liquidations can occur when CDPs become under collateralized. So when they go under those bare minimum thresholds, 120% for iUSD, 110% for the other two, IBTC and iETH. Liquidations are performed by users of the protocol as well as a liquidation bot operated by the Indigo labs. So you can self-burn in Mint, or when you go under collateralized, you get liquidated automatically by a bot. Freeze the CDP. Upon freezing, a CDP is no longer usable by its former owner. The former owner loses all access and rights to the CDP. Dang. Liquidate the CDP. The CDP debt is repaid by burning the iAssets from a stability pool, and the CDP's collateral is redistributed proportionally to stability pool stakers. So for number 2, that's how we get paid. Now, if you freeze the CDP yourself, I don't know what happens to that. Does that go to the DAO? Does it go to the protocol? Does it go to labs? Does it go to stability pool stakers? It doesn't say. So good question to ask, I guess, with this video. Parameters, DAO controlled parameters here. Is it possible, or are these locked in forever? Or does just Indigo Labs have the ability to say what those fees are? Interesting. I want to know the answer to this stuff. Those 2 questions. Liquidations. What happens to the first type of liquidation? And why should I liquidate CDPs? Stability pool stakers are incentivized to liquidate CDPs since they can earn a share of the CDP's collateral. Under normal circumstances, the value of the collateral earned may be greater than the value of the canceled debt because a liquidated CDP is likely to have a collateral value above 100%, the value of the iAsset. So there's 10% we're getting, the protocol gets, and then it gets split up however they have that situated. All I know is other people gamble and lose. We benefit as stakers in the long run. So we get to earn portion of the liquidated collateral, and then we also get rewarded in the form of indie tokens. Those indie tokens are what are really, really valuable to me. Whether you want to save them or you want to sell them off because the markets are up for Cardano DeFi, that is up to you. We're kind of teeter-tottering on what we want to do. So we've got 164 iUSD. We've got 11 indie tokens. We got 63 ADA. Let's see what 63 ADA is looking like as far as value goes. So I just go here and I just put in the 63. It's $20. So we got $20. 6, 7, 8, 84, Yeah, depending on the value of ADA, it's down right now. So yeah, we kind of work out. Almost broke even there. Had the markets not been down, we probably broke even. But we're gonna take that ADA. We're gonna take those indie rewards, and that's like $50. So yeah, those indie rewards were up, right? So we're gonna take that. We're gonna take those rewards. We're gonna take our ADA rewards, and we're going to probably flip them to ADA, and then they're all going to be, the reward's going to be ADA and Indy. So I'll flip the Indy to ADA, and then we'll flip that ADA to probably Bitcoin. We're going to look at the CDPs. So this is how we're going to make money. We make money when the bettors lose. So when the collateralized ratio falls under the thresholds, and if we're just looking at all the assets at risk of liquidation right now, you got almost a 3 IBTC debt right here for almost 300,000 ADA, which is an insane amount of money. About almost $100,000 that somebody's at close risk of losing the collateral on. So they'll keep the debt, they lose their collateral. So they'll lose that ADA. That ADA goes to the protocol. It's a good moneymaker, especially like in a bear market. Could you imagine what this stuff's going to look like when the market starts to rise and people start getting their CDPs busted and liquidated? Man, we're gonna make some money. So I want to get in. I want to get in early. I want to gradually grow my position in the stability pool to make the money. We're not gonna gamble too hard. We're not gonna play this game. We're not gonna do the CDP game. We're gonna play the stability pool game and see how that works out for the small investor, the investor that doesn't have tens of thousands of dollars to put in this stuff. But yeah, IBTC just looks freaking good. I like ETH as an asset a lot better, of course. But let's take a look at the performance of all these assets. So let's look. These are the actual liquidations. The debt burned. There's the collateral. Look at this. This was from August. This happened today. IBTC. It's more risky to do CDPs with IBTC, apparently, because they're getting liquidated all the time. Ethereum, not so much. Happens every now and then. iUSD, even more infrequently. We had an iUSD liquid. Let's just look at the liquidations for iUSD. They don't happen very often. July 25th, July 23rd. And these weren't even really big positions. There were small amounts of ADA. That's a big one. That was on the 23rd. That's probably where we got that 64 ADA from that one from the 23rd. That was mega. But for the most part, a lot of these are just tiny. They're small. So that's why we aren't getting a ton of rewards when it comes to iUSD. But the takeaway for the low amount of rewards is that iUSD is 100% stable. If you put in $1,000, it's going to be worth about $1,000. IBTC, iETH, those are crypto assets. Those fluctuate in price. So we're going to be going up and down. So that's the risk. So I'm going to keep a lot of that there. I'm going to start to accumulate these other iAssets and stake them in a pool, and we're going to see how quickly we can run things up. So that's what I want to do. That's the move. So let's go ahead and get ready to execute on that. So in the next video, we'll actually go through, we'll make our moves. I think we made the decision that we want, and we'll see you on the next one. Make sure you hit that like, hit the share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.